Hi everyone. In the last lecture, we already seen how we can create a project module inside Business Application Studio. And we have changed the dependency of database inside the Learning Purpose project module. So now, as we already said, like in the last lecture, we will discuss about the database entities and service interface. So today we are going to define these two database entities and uh, service interface. The database entities we are going to define here, and inside the DB we are making that LearningPurpose.cds file, and inside SRV service we have making this interface LearningPurpose SRV.cds. So first we will define this LearningPurpose CDS file. For that, we are going with command like when we start this, we are starting with that defining the namespace here or a name like name of project here. You can use this namespace space app dot learning purpose. Okay, now we have to using two things, language, and we have to manage that from where, from single inverted at the rate, and path is would be SAP CDS common. So now we are going to define uh, the string, the type, like whatever we write is the type of that is string, and we can go for 50. Oh my god, it's sorry guys, I'm doing the type string 50 equals to. So we have defined this. There is one mistake here. We need to colon. Okay. So now we are going to define the entity. So entity is key, ID is okay. We are not going to the manage learning purpose. We are here to categories here. Categories and here manage. Yeah. Okay. So categories, under categories we define key ID, that is UID, name, description, and language. Apart from that, we are not going to define language, they are already defined there. So we are going with courses that is associated with associates to many course on courses okay, dot category and self, that's okay. Now we are going to entity course, define course here, course managed. Here we have defined key ID, it should be going with key category category associated to categories, and here we can define as course ID, course underscore ID. Okay, we have defined the course ID, and then we can go with the description name is okay, course name is okay, and the course name is not okay because we are not going to define here. So course underscore name. Okay, description. We are going with price. We need to define the price. So price colon string string 50. 50. Okay, now we have language. Okay, we leave this all this category from here because we already. So this is there is two error. One, it is showing courses and with the showing categories. So that category should be smaller. One categories and the course should be courses. Courses. Okay, now it is okay. So now we are going to move further. For this, we have to define the entities using app dot learning from that. Now we have to define services for learning purposes. The entity categories as projection on learning purpose dot category. Okay, so there is showing two error. Input categories. Okay, learning purpose dot categories. That learning purposes survey. So a survey is that expectation is the rate and more services. Okay, now it is okay. So we are going to build this. So open terminal. It is already opened here. Now we are going to build CDS build. Okay, you can see here that file is created inside the dbsrc gen. Now we are going to deploy on database. So we are minimizing this learning purpose here. Open that HANA database. Or now here that learning DB. So we are going to bind this. So I have clicked here to the bind and bind to HDI container and loading. Then you can see here like that. Create new instances. Okay, and the instance should be learning purpose DB. You can see here that it is going to creating the learning purpose DB HANA services instance is created. It is created now, and now binding the service instance to local.env file. So it is asking for, would you like to disable the automatic deployment of the database artifacts when deploying the bound database module? If automatic deployment is disabled, I need to deploy, so I click on enable. So now that is bind, and now we are going to deploy. So I'm clicking here to deploy. For that open, I'm click here on the to deploy. So deployment. So first we are going to check running error. Going to database. Going to open. Oh, probably we are getting one of the instances inside that. So once we did this, we will see that project inside HANA Database Explorer. So right now, doesn't seems, yeah, it look like it. Yeah, you can see here that that is already created. Learning purpose is created. Inside that we have table. No table is there, so we need to deploy this. But once we deploy this, we will get the uh, now synchronized, and we deploy here from here. So you can see there we have successfully deployed. So now we have click on here HDI container open. So we will get the information what we have inside this HDI container. So once we are going to scroll this, once the data is loaded, okay. So under this, the table types and view, we will find the table entries, task, task and triggered view, yeah, okay. So now this is loaded over the HANA database folder. So if you see that from like how these names are there, and go to and understand under DB source gen, you will find here. So here you can see it. So those who are containing table, SDB table, it is starting for app learning purpose, and the differences is only just remove this dot with underscore. The only differences is this in database explorer. You can see here. You go to table app underscore learning underscore learning purpose underscore category app dot learning purpose dot category. So in the next video, we will load the data into the SAP HANA Cloud database table, and we'll see this in the next lecture. This is what we have today. Thank you for joining.